Famous.
Here, get something to say? Good. Okay, thank you.
Whoa.
I'm going to save that. Ooh. Ooh. How about you?
Funny dog.
No? Yeah, put you in front of a camera with a microphone and suddenly you get quiet.
I know, right?
Hi everyone, I'm Russ.
Mark.
And this is a spirited endeavor.
All right, Priming the Pump edition.
That's right.
Our-
So, we have something that one of our viewers sent in to us. Greatly appreciated. And it's from Texas, and it's a bit of an interesting one. So, Ron Schmidt sent this in to us. And so it is Johnson County Distillery. And this is the only product that they produce.
Interesting.
And he sampled it and had some tasting notes, which I'm not going to get into. Want us to try it brand new for the first time. Just cracked the bottle open, so we're going to see what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm really excited on this one. Now,
Me too.
This is the only thing that they produce.
Yep, this is it. So
This is
it's a 40% ABV blended whiskey. The one thing that I did see on the side of the label, so they don't really give you a whole lot of detail on the label here, but they say it's a blended bourbon whiskey, 80 proof, and then on the side it says made with 10% cane neutral spirits, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Interesting. So they had to proof it up.
It seems that way. So cane neutral spirits in general are super distilled alcohol, which really don't impart anything in the way of flavor, at least they're not supposed to. That said, you can get neutral spirits that are made from pretty much any grain or from sugar, which is the case here. And they will impart a little bit of flavor, so I'm kind of curious to see what they've done with that.
I'm just speechless over that. So
yeah, it's a new one by me as
I
well.
know, right? Yeah.
I saw that and I had to go look it up because I'd never heard of it before. But they are a fairly new distillery from the looks of it, and this is their main product.
all right, so I guess we just have to get into it
Yeah.
and see what we're getting into.
I think so.
All right.
So a blended whiskey, and it is considered a bourbon.
Okay, so I mean that brings
Certain expectations.
to
Yeah.
the table.
Oh, nice cork.
Oh, synthetic cork.
This is a good thing.
Yeah, we're thumbs up with the synthetic cork.
Yes, we are. It's actually a really cool looking bottle too. It's got this like fluted surface there, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a honey color. That's a honey whiskey, very honey colored.
Yeah.
Got a nice glass clang.
I was going to say, it seems a little thick in the glass too.
Yeah, for something with 40 ABV,
Yeah.
that's doing it. Oh wow, got all kinds of oils and stuff on that too. I'm getting
Yeah,
an oily sheen.
It really does cling quite a bit.
Yeah, it might be a
Interesting.
reflection of the light, but man,
Wow, that is interesting.
I've never seen a whiskey do that before.
No, that's kind of new.
You see it?
Yeah. No, I know exactly. Yep, you're absolutely right.
There's kind of an iridescence on
yeah. Yeah, a sheen is definitely the way to put that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in the whiskey.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh my, I've never smelled a nose like that before.
So there is no alcohol on the nose that I can detect.
None whatsoever. It's sweet, kind of like maple syrup.
Yeah, it really is. That's exactly what I'm getting. It's not overwhelming, but it's definitely there.
Oh yeah. I mean there's a lot of sweetness in
Yeah.
the nose. I'm not picking up any barrel spice or ethanol vapors. Yeah, that is just candy sweetness.
Yeah, it is.
like maple candy. You know those like sugar candies. You know that they were like made with maple sugar and they were in the shape of maple leaves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what this smells like.
Yeah, real popular in the north. Used Vermont and probably Canada as well.
Any maple farms and everything up there would
Yeah.
always have these candies, and
Yeah, you're absolutely right though. As far as
that's what I'm getting
spot
on
on. That's funny.
that. All right,
Cheers.
cheers. Oh, interesting.
That is interesting.
So I'm getting that
Ah.
maple candy flavor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Got a little bit of barrel spice.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking that.
Just a little, yeah, just a little touch of barrel spice.
Yep.
But man, that's maple candy.
Yeah, it really is. Wonder how they did that.
Where's this made again?
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, not what I would have
Claiborne,
expected.
Texas.
Not what I would have expected out of Texas. Vermont? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
No
yeah,
doubt,
I
but-
mean this belongs in a shop up in Vermont.
Yeah, it really does.
That is about as fall a beverage as I've ever tasted.
Yeah,
Screw your
not
pumpkin
good.
spice.
Dude, this is breakfast tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pour this over some cornflakes.
So it is texture. It's definitely thick on the palate. It's viscous, oily.
It's clingy. It's
It is.
oily. For something that's 40% ABV, I expected it to be a lot thinner than this.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do like the barrel spice. Now, I will say I'm not really getting any of the typical bourbon notes on this. I think the maple flavor kind of overwhelms everything else. They don't really provide any details as far as how they arrived at this. They did talk about aging in Texas and the heat and so on and so forth. And they do use oak, so it is pretty conventional in that regard, and it does appear to be bourbon based. But again, flavor wise, I'm not really getting that, and that may be because this flavor just plays that well with bourbon that it kind of, there are no rough edges.
There aren't. And you know what I'm getting on the back end of this is butter pecan. I'm really getting a butter
Yep.
pecan note. You know, that was similar to that that butter pecan liquor, liqueur that we had.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, the stuff I want to pour all over pancakes.
Yeah.
This is very much in. Yeah. It's very much similar to that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of on the back end. On the front end, it's all maple.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of dig the barrel spice. I like the fact that that lingers a little bit. The sweetness lingers as well, and it's nice to have that counterpoint to the sweetness. This reminds me, and hear me out on this one, this reminds me a little bit of the peanut butter whiskey that I had, but this is more whiskey than that is.
Okay.
That one was really low ABV, and I think it was more just kind of a really sweet something just to kind of monkey around with. This to me is more whiskey based. The ABV tells me that much, the barrel spice being there as well. But it is definitely on the sweeter side of things. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, part of me wants to go grab one of those pancakes on a, sausage pancake things on a stick and just dump it in there.
Actually, that what you were just talking about, that pecan,
Yeah.
would probably go really well with that.
Actually, that would probably be a nice little cocktail.
That would be really interesting, I think. Those two would play nicely together, I bet. There is that sheen to it, too. That is funny.
Oh,
Yeah, I wish I knew a little bit more about what went into making this.
All right, hold. All right, and we're back. So, like, no time has passed.
That's right.
All right, but I pulled this out. So this is something that I ran across while just going to one of my local liquor stores. There was a cute girl in the store and was like, here, try this. And I'm like, okay.
Twist my arm.
And this is a artisan pecan liqueur. I think this is actually like a cognac or a. Yeah. So, but it's pecan flavored.
And we have maple flavored.
And we have maple flavored.
Oh my.
So, so we're just gonna. Well, do you want to sip this separately, and then we'll?
You know,
and then
that's
we'll
probably
combine?
a good idea. That's probably a
grab it,
very
grab
good
another.
idea. Here I am being all unscientific.
All right. So we're gonna give this a little bit of a taste, and then we'll mix it a little bit.
So is this a 40 ABV as well, or?
This is 30 ABV.
Okay, so that's
So,
to be
yeah.
expected.
Yeah, it's not a. Yeah, and this is a pecan. Yeah, I mean it tastes like pecan. It's very
Yeah.
sweet in the nose. It's a liqueur.
Oh, this is going to be
All right,
interesting.
so let's just taste it real quick. It's sweet, a little sugary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, shouldn't take much.
Nope, that's what I'm thinking too.
Okay, see what that does.
So, but I mean, that has a very strong pecan flavor.
Yes, it
to
does.
And it's sweet. I mean, it is a sweetened beverage. Not something I typically go for. But oh my God, the nose on that.
Yep.
That is pecan and maple,
Maple
and
and just-
all that stuff, like a like a coffee cake.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, a little sweet. It's got a little, like a little cinnamon drizzle, kind of on it.
That's either breakfast or dessert. It could be both.
I mean, I think this is syrup for a pancake, is what it is. Oh yeah. That is a thing.
That is a thing. The only thing that I don't particularly care for is the fact that I lost the barrel spice, but the flavors really play nicely together.
They really do. That would be a nice cocktail over a little bit of ice.
Yeah. Actually, that on ice would be really damn good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's cool. Not what I would consider a conventional whiskey. Although it says bourbon on the bottle, I don't really consider it a bourbon, although I'm sure it's bourbon based. They wouldn't put it there otherwise. But flavor-wise, I just don't get the bourbon aspects to it.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very.
All right, so I don't know if we put this one on our scale.
I don't. Yeah, I haven't had anything quite like it. I don't think I could put it up against, name a whiskey, because it is that different.
Yeah, I don't think it really. I mean, they say they call it a bourbon. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not getting bourbon notes out of
really
it, so I
getting
don't feel right doing that.
I don't know if I want to rank it up against anything that isn't like unusual like that.
Yeah, now, well, the closest thing I've had would probably be the peanut butter whiskey, and I would put this well over that. This pretty much kills that. Again, this feels more whiskey-like to me. Again, not bourbon-like, but whiskey-like. The barrel spice was nice with this. It was a really nice counterpoint. The ABV, while not really present, is there. So yeah, I'm kind of with you. I don't know that I would really rate this on a scale that we would normally use for a conventional whiskey.
I think it's interesting.
Oh, certainly. And
I
I don't think I'll have any problems killing that bottle. Matter of fact, I bet my wife would probably enjoy that too.
probably so.
And I'm not kidding, that might make breakfast. Not necessarily tomorrow, but in general, that could potentially happen.
All right.
An interesting one.
Very interesting. I'm glad we got to try that.
Me too. Well, again, big thanks to Ron Schmidt for sending that in. Huge props, man. Really appreciate it. Very cool. And we'll have to find a way to get some of the Cask of Danger to you. Work out the shipping and all that, or we'll just tape it to a dog and send them.
Send it as olive oil.
Yeah, that's right. Anyhow, thanks for joining us, everyone. Hope you had a good time.
All right, we sure did. See you on the next one.
Take care.
Bye.